Hey y'all, Bloodwing here, back to bring some grumpiness to the internet. And welcome back to Redneck Radio, the live stream where today you get an extra healthy side helping of, I've mentioned it before, but it's one of my favorites, peach cobbler. Mm, my mom used to make the best peach cobbler. Sounds really good right now. Anyway, welcome to everybody. Alex is not going to be here today. He hit me up on Twitter and said that he's not going to make it for the stream, which is okay. Um, but hello to everybody. Hello, number one, who was literally number one today. First one in the chat. Mad Max, how you doing? Nade, how you doing? J Kit son. Shandy W, how you doing? Hey, Vanilla Bear, how you doing? And peaches don't suck, you know. And there's millions of them. And they were put in they're in a can and they were put there by a man. Mickey, how you doing? uh Good to see everybody. Hope today's going well. um I've been up since early, which is not unusual for me. I did get a little bit of a nap a little while ago. The song is good. The fruit is nasty. I happen to like peaches. Thank you. You have weird taste. That's one area where you and I differentiate. You know, we are like two peas in a pod. He and I. Um, but yeah, food is one area of things that we part ways. Pat, how you doing? Um, Naps are delicious. Naps are one of the best things in life. Pat says I'm here and scribe at the same time. I don't know how you do it, but okay. Yeah, I seen he had set his premiere up for this time. Um, Bill says I'm good. Just sat outside work. We'll have to go in soon. Yeah, well, glad you stopped in and said hey. Um, but hey, all you need, welcome. Um, but yeah, it's. I hope your day's going fine. Mine's going okay. Uh, it's another hot one here. Windy though. Man, it's been windy for the last couple of days. Been banging my front door around because it doesn't shut good. And uh, Vanilla says I don't mind working on boss tonight. Hey, straw. I make a good straw boss. You know, make other people do your work. Uh, but yeah, is what it is. Getting closer to when I finally get to go back to work again. Work on Saturday for, and it's not very much, only like 4 or 5 hours. Hard to make any money that way, but you know, that is what it is. And hopefully that'll clear up pretty soon uh, once business picks up. But yeah, good to see everybody. As usual, you know how this stream works. I don't have a format. I don't have anything necessarily in mind. Although, if you've noticed the title, I am going to talk about a little something. But it's just a personal thing. It's not like some overall issue with Comcast. Becca, how you doing? And thanks for sharing out on Twitter. I did see that. Um, I did forget to give you a little heart on it though. I often forget that. But Nate says, "Bring me some cobbler." Yeah, I'm with you. I love peach cobbler, and boy, my mom, like I said, made some of the best. Angel Munoz, how you doing? Um, Yeah. This is neither here nor there, and it just made me. I just thought about it. Lately, my channel's been getting a few comments from those channels that are bots. They say, because they'll leave a comment on my live streams. Great video. How do you edit it? Can we be YouTube friends? I don't know what that's all about, but I know I don't want any part of it. I'm pretty sure it's a scam of some sort. But they discovered me of late and been getting a few of those. Um, uh, yeah, you get them too, Pat. Yeah, those they're they're about the dumbest comments, as you can tell that they're like just copy and paste or some sort of bot or something. You can tell it. I don't know what it's about, but I'm sure it's some kind of scam, something I don't want involved with. You know, but yeah. So I put in the title, "What's Up with Comcast." Uh, yeah, I'll shoot you a link, J Kid. Hold on just a second. I can't. You know me. I can't. I can't do two things at once. Oftentimes, without screwing up both things. So, give me a second here, and boom. Okay, it's sent. Um, but yeah, Comcast. Comcast is who I use for my internet service, and for the most part, I don't. I usually have no complaints. They've done all right, pretty good speeds. The cost is not too out of line, And there's not a lot of, you would think living in the size city that I live in, there'd be more options, but there's not a lot of options. Here where I live, it's either, oh, get your kid in. Hey, son.
Hello.
Hello. Uh, Not a lot of options. Here where I live is just Comcast and AT&T, and I've already went the AT&T route. Wasn't impressed. Didn't like it. Some areas of town have Time Warner, but they don't. They're not over here where I live. And in the last week, uh, they've dropped service, and not for just a little while. About a week ago, they dropped my service and were down for like 4 hours. And it was a big enough deal. It affected enough people that it actually made the local news. But last night, I was trying to play 7 Days to Die with Alex and J Kid and Nate and Mickey and others. And they dropped service again. We're down at least a good hour before I gave up and went to bed. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's going on, but they're aggravating me. So that's why the title. I was having trouble coming up with the title, so I put that in there. But
Well, you didn't miss anything. We quit like 5 minutes after you got disconnected. So
did you?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of hoping you were because we're getting close to another horde night.
Yep. That's why we quit, so you would miss it.
Yeah. Although when I log back in, I'm going to be way out in the middle of nowhere in a building that I hope you cleared out because I don't want to log into some zombie smacking me in the head.
Well, the way out is clear.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, but yeah. So hopefully I can just log in, go out and jump on the motorcycle that's parked outside and get back to base and get ready for horde night. But yeah, we've been doing a uh, little plant. Sean DW says the nicest guy in the world. Jake is on Bloodwings chat. Well, he don't know you very well, does he?
The guy am fooled.
Oh boy. I don't think I've heard anyone call you nice in a long time.
He might be the first person ever.
Ryan Rollins, how you doing? No, nobody's placed their bets yet, and it probably will fail at some point because I didn't have to go right before the stream, which is bad news, which means I'll have to go during the stream. But yeah, we've been playing a bit, and I'm their dedicated go to the trader person. And my last trip there, I bought a motorcycle, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we've got to get some vehicle. It's not just mine. It's the whole group's. I just bought it because I'm the one that goes to the trader. But
Well, except Nate. Nate can't drive.
Nate can't drive. Well, she did try it last night. I wasn't there. I didn't see it, but I heard her talking about it. It was a little hard following you on your mini bike though, because it runs so much faster than you do. I was like just tapping the forward button just to keep behind you, just tapping because I didn't know where we were going. He wanted me to go, which we haven't done. Just he and I go out and clear somewhere, and I enjoy doing. And I started having problems left and right the minute we got there. We were trying to bust through a window. I had literally just looked behind me. It was clear. J Kid knows this because he looked back at the same time I did. It was totally clear. Turned around and got swamped by, I don't know, it was somewhere between 4 and 6. I really couldn't get a good look because it was an insta kill on my part because I was already low on health.
Yeah, it was like 6.
I have no idea where they come from. They just appeared out of nowhere.
They bust through that wall.
It's like, crap. And then later I get back, I get my stuff, I get to clearing things with him. And what happens? We're standing in a room and when it happened, I didn't realize what was going on. I just like, okay, why is he looking down and not moving? Why can't I click on? Because I could still move around in the game, but I couldn't click on anything. I was like, oh crap, I'm disconnected. About that time, it shut down. Crap. I have no idea what it's about either. It's really starting to frustrate me. I don't know what's going on over at Comcast. Like I said, this has happened twice now in the last week or so, and I don't know what they're going through up there because usually they'll let you know if they've got an update period coming up. They'll usually schedule it like really late at night, like 2 a.m., and they'll let you know they're going to do it. But that's not what's happening here. Last night it was about, what was it, about somewhere between 10 and 10:30, I think. Maybe closer to 11, somewhere in that period. And when it happened a week ago, it was about 4 in the afternoon. So I don't know what's going on, but they're aggravating me. And it ain't like like I said, got a lot of choices because over here where I live, it's either that or AT&T, and I've already went the AT&T route, wasn't impressed. Their speeds just aren't that good. Not
We
here.
were all having our internet issues last night.
Well, that on top of, what was it, twice my power went out.
Yeah.
It actually went out 3 times, but the second time it went out twice in a row. Just as I got my computer booted back up and the internet back, it went down again.
Well, Nade's internet dropped first, and then mine followed, and then yours.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? I don't have any idea what's going on, and most of you probably don't care. I'm just talking about stuff.
Still better than AT&T.
Yeah, it is still better than AT&T. It is, and like I said, for the most part, I have no complaints. I like their service. My only issue is it's actually in my daughter Mama Minnie's name, and it's a pain in the butt to get it switched over. And even though I pay the bill, if I have any issues, I have to contact her in Michigan so she can contact them here in Indiana to say, "Hey, we need it fixed." And I knew the bill had been paid because I paid it. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I logged on my phone to look it up and see what was going on because it was really windy and I wanted to make sure. I'm always skeptical. My connection to the internet, where it connects to the house, goes across the street to a pole across the street, and um, it doesn't. It looks kind of sketchy, because it doesn't. When it's windy, it does a lot of moving around. I thought, well, maybe it's blew down or something, but
Everything in that neighborhood looks sketchy.
yeah, that's true. That is true. But it no, I wasn't the only one having the issue. I looked it up, and lots of people were out over here, and not just here. And that's one of the reasons I come up with what's up with the Comcast. Nationwide, they seem to be having problems with connectivity across a lot of different states. Here, especially the southern states like Georgia, Tennessee, and Georgia's been having a ton of problems. I don't know what's going on. But get your stuff together, Comcast. Knock it off. Quit it.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a headache, and I'm waiting for someone at my work's help desk to answer. Other than that, I'm fine. Hope you all doing. Yeah, we're doing fine. Doing just okay. Doing. I'm sweltering, um, but
Hey, Dilla Hayes.
that's all the time.
It's my troll brother.
Yeah. Hey, Del Hayes, and I want during the whole of the internet dies. Yeah, I don't know if it's got something to do with still a lot of people home because of the virus, and even if they are working, we're still kind of self isolating, I guess, and you know more people home and doing nothing but being on the internet for the most part, I guess. But I don't know if it's got to do with that or whatever it is. I hope they get it fixed soon because it's getting annoying. I'm not a person, and Jake can testify that I don't have a lot of patience with things that are supposed to work that don't. Um, that will put my agitation level at an 11 real quick. And I've been known to break things just because they weren't working right, which is cut my nose off to spite my face, but that's my temper. Uh, I can't access my work's email server, and I've been on hold for 45 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hey, Deck Train, uh, I doubt it's the riots, and we're not going to talk about that stuff. So, which I think it's all pretty much done here in my city anyway. I haven't seen anything on a curfew in the last few days, so I'm assuming that it's over. Of course, I don't watch a lot of TV, and unless I'm in the car, I don't listen to the radio. So
Same.
I continue to stay out of touch. And lately, the last 3 weeks, I've been doing a self-imposed vacation from Twitter because I just no, it just nope, nope, just a big nope.
Yeah, I had to look through my For You trends before I came on, just
Yeah,
for poops and giggles, and
yeah,
that's about all it was. Poops and giggles.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know where they come up with the idea that I would be interested in that stuff. Hi, Luna K. Because some of the stuff that they put there for me is just like, why would I care about that?
That's what my whole thing is.
uh, but Cynicals is deleted in Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in good gosh, who knows how long? Who knows how long? Because Yeah, Facebook cancer anyway. Imagine if all your relatives, which is all I've got on my relatives and lifelong friends, if they're all rednecks, imagine that. Yeah, it's not. No, I don't do Facebook. But Twitter's getting just as bad. And J Kid, as far as I know, is the only family and people that know me in real life that have me on Twitter. As far as I know, I'm not aware of anyone else that knows me outside of YouTube.
And I rarely post anything on there
Yeah,
or tweet,
yeah.
whatever.
Twit. um, Since I hear you, I'm naturally an introvert. Anyway, so quarantine is not a big deal for me. In fact, I embrace it. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm an introvert,
I can relate.
but I don't go out much. I'm a homebody. I am a homebody. I'm not really an introvert though, because you get me out in public. I have no problem talking to people. Don't always like talking to people, but I have no problem doing it.
I was training for quarantine my whole life.
Yeah, yeah. You were when growing up. If he'd done something wrong, we were trying to find a way to punish him. Uh, Making him go to his room and grounding him there didn't work because he's like, okay,
It's where I was anyway.
yeah, like, dadgummit, we got to find something else.
Call
And
me
I
out
don't
here
want
to
to
tell me to
beat
go
the
back
boy to
in.
death. Mm. And by the way, I don't know if I said hello, but hello, Luna K.
Hi, Luna.
Uh, and, and my other almost son-in-law works for Amazon. Oh, okay, cool. Um, but yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. As I said, I don't have any real topics as usual. Which drives Alex nuts. He thinks I've got to have everything prepared and laid out and articles. And problem is, I don't care about the articles. I don't care about the news. I don't.
It's all bad.
It's all bad news. And right now, I know what's all going to be on the news. And I don't want to look at that and expose myself to it. All the riots and everything. And I have been over that stuff for a long while now. So I don't want to look at that.
I've
And
never
I'm
been a
not,
newsboy anyway.
no, and I'm not looking at, I'm not picking on Alex and wouldn't do that anyway because he's not here to defend himself. It just, I do know that it drives him nuts. Probably something to do with his ADHD. But, you know, I just liked it to be organic and we'll find something, you know, we'll find something to talk about. We wing it. It's in your name after all, Delahaye says. Of course.
I would
Yeah.
totally pick on him even if he's not here. But
Yeah.
I would tell him I did so afterwards.
Yeah. Of course I would. Linda K says, I'm pretty well mowed lawn today. That felt pretty good. I'm glad you think so. That's my
Ugh.
least favorite job in the world is mowing grass. I'm taking the dog to the vet today and I get to carry around a bag of poop. Yeah, well, yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
I haven't mowed a lawn since I almost lost my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I cut my hand pretty bad on a lawnmower one time. This was, shoot, I don't even think I was married yet. In fact, I'm pretty sure I wasn't. So I was either in my very late teens or extremely early 20s, like not even 21 yet. But I cut it pretty bad. I didn't catch it in the blade. I was working on it and I was trying to unseize a part and my hand slipped off and went forward and I cut it on the casing. Had to get stitches. Um,
Well, I'm sure you remember mine. The blister that got infected
yeah,
had my whole arms swelled up to about 3 times the size
yeah,
and the skin
yeah,
falling off. And
yeah. Yeah, you got to watch them blisters. That's how my staph infection started. Uh, but Yeah, don't like mowing grass, even on a riding mower. It's not that much work on a riding mower. It's not that. It's just that the grass, fresh cut grass, will set off my allergies quicker than anything. When I'm sitting in here, even with the house all closed up and the air running, and the landlord's out there because we pay him extra to mow our grass, I'll start sneezing because I'll get a whiff of that fresh cut grass and it'll get me. And for the most part, I've outgrown my allergies, but that fresh cut grass will still get me every time. I hate it, and I can't breathe. My I have allergy induced asthma that will kick in, and yeah, not fun. Don't like it. Um, spent last night lounging in my new beanbag, watching original Star Trek. It was nice. Uh, I'd love, I know beanbag chairs are comfy. My only issue is you'd never get me up out of it. I'd never be able to get up out of it. Have to get a crane.
Can barely get out of your recliner.
You got that right. And the only reason I can't is because once the foot rest is down, it rocks. So I can like rock it forward and propel me out of it.
Thank God for physics.
Yeah, there you go. That couch of your sister's there where you live. Oh man, I like to can't get up off of that thing, man, at all. Because it sinks in pretty low. um, yeah, I've been off quite a bit. I should have been doing some house cleaning myself, Lindsay, but yeah, just wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling it. Okay, guys, bedtime for me. We would take it easy. Hey, you take it easy. Go ahead and have fun at the vet if that's the right thing to say.
Have a good one, Luna.
Yeah. Um, and of course, now my phone's going to ring. I'm sorry, guys. Uh, well, and then it hung up, which is fine with me.
Probably
Missed
just a bot
call.
anyway.
It's an out of town call.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably was. But it's like lately, the only time my phone rings is during streams or while I'm trying to game with you guys. Because nobody hardly ever calls me.
Same.
Um,
They know I'm not going to answer.
I only have a phone for one reason, and that's one reason only. You was calling cryptic. Yeah, as far as I know, you don't have my phone number. Although you could have got it from Dax because Dax does have it, and so does Alex. But
If it was cryptic, it's a good thing you didn't answer.
yeah, probably.
Oh,
Um,
hello.
hello, is this bubbling? I love you, cryptic.
I
I
mean,
love
hi, cryptic.
you. um, but yeah, you wanted to sell me insurance. Well, good luck with that because I learned a single word a long time ago. Unfortunately, it's a word that my wife hasn't learned as well, but I've learned it. It's no. And I have no problem saying it. And if I tell someone no more than once, then I get aggravated and I start getting mean. I'll be nice to you to start with. But if I tell you no once and you just keep going, then, gloves come off. Uh,
We learned all about the insurance, so no thank you.
yes, we did. Yes, we did, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. And at this point, I was trying to put it on. About 5 minutes ago, my bladder hit me, and it's not going to ease up. So I'm over here doing the pee pee dance in my chair. Hope you can carry the stream for just a couple of minutes. I'll be right back.
Nope, dead air.
Dead air. Well, whatever. I'll be back.
Hi, chat. I got nothing. I just came on here to give him somebody to bounce off of. So give me something to talk about. Help me out. I'm not a streamer. Hey, Kyler. Good to see you. Shut up, Cryptic. Best barbecue meat? I like brisket. Does that qualify as barbecue? I guess after brisket would be pulled pork. For me, anyway. Was Dick? No, that's third on the list. Yeah, if brisket counts, then that's my favorite by far. About the only thing I really don't care for when it comes to barbecue is ribs. And that's just because it's too much work to eat. I don't like having to work for my food. And there's so little meat on ribs. It's like you do all that work for nothing. A little nibble. Been listening while sorting out stuff for work. Ice, water, work clothes, and a shave. I mean, it all sounds good except for the shave. But to be fair, Indiana's not really known for barbecue. So our selection's going to be rather limited.
No, it's not. What are we known for? Anything?
Tenderloins.
Yeah. You can't get a pretty good tenderloin here. Yeah.
Lindsay, I'm an infidel. I get boneless wings.
Yeah, me too. It really, and I have this argument, and people's head is going to explode because I don't, I've even talked about it with Pat. It's just too much work to eat it off the bone. Too little meat for too much work. That's my opinion. So I get the boneless ones.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. Didn't like working to eat my food. Just want to eat it.
And the same thing with ribs. I like ribs. I love the flavor of ribs, but there's not that much meat on them freaking bones. There's just not.
Apparently, we have bad ribs.
Okay.
That's what they were telling me.
All right. Kyler says it's freaking hot here. Shade the face. I'm pretty close to that for the head. I'll never completely. I don't want to say never, but not very likely I'm going to shave my beard off. But I do need to get in there and cut my hair and my beard. It's getting way out of hand, and give it a summer cut. At least a number 2 guard all the way around. Although, let's face it, boneless wings or fancy chicken nuggets. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I don't care about tradition and stuff, what's acceptable or whatever. If I like it, if it tastes good to me, that's all I care.
Yeah, I'm a very childish 36 years old, so bring on the nuggets.
Yeah. I'm okay with that, and I've had some pretty good boneless chicken wings.
B-dubs.
Yeah, but B-dubs are so expensive though.
Worth it. Their spicy garlic boneless wings and their cheese sticks.
I'll have to try those because I usually get the habanero.
The spicy garlic is so good.
And the habanero are spicy. They do give me the hiccups, and that's my rule of thumb. It's not really spicy unless I can bite into it and get the hiccups.
Well, you know me, Tabasco sauce gives me the hiccups.
Yeah.
Even though I can handle the heat.
Yeah.
I still get the
well,
hiccups.
yeah, I can handle the habanero, but they do have a kick to them, but a good flavor. Of course, my wife thinks hot Cheetos is too much to handle.
She thinks pepper's too much to handle.
Yeah, black pepper. Yeah. She's not about spicy at all. And of course, neither was my mom. But I'm used to seasoning things to taste. Oh, hey, Mama Minnie. Hey, baby. Oh, man, click on the link and hear a new voice.
It's not new. I've heard this for 33 years.
Yeah. Pretty sure you're pretty familiar with that voice. And probably sick of it to be.
As she should.
Yeah. How's everything going, baby?
Pap will like the hot stuff though.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
And
was the one that turned me on to hot sauce on fried green tomatoes.
he would probably still eat it today if they'd let him, but I'm not sure that he can. Uh,
Which
you
that's the
know,
only way I can eat a tomato.
yeah, yeah. But because they make the boneless wings out of white meat, sacrilege. That's fine. It tastes good to me. And it's not like I don't like regular wings. I do. It's just way too much work for too little food. You got to eat a whole plate of them, and by then I'm tired of eating. um, I put it in quotations. We don't talk on the phone. Took a second to put it together. I'm getting ready for work. Oh, have they opened up enough that you can go to work now?
Well, apparently, if she's getting ready.
Well, the last I talked to her, they were still harder locked down than we are here. So
She's weird, but I don't think she's weird enough to get ready for work and not being able to go.
you never know. On more than one occasion, I've went to work on days that I didn't have to because I forgot what day it was.
FedEx.
No, dealerships.
Oh, I could understand FedEx because that was overnight.
Yeah, but I have. There was one time when I worked at the Honda I got up at 6 and got ready and drove all the way across town on the other side of town to work and opened everything up and then realized it was Saturday and we weren't open on Saturdays. Well, crap, I guess I'll lock everything back up and so that it's not a wasted trip, I'm going to go out and have breakfast somewhere.
Denny's.
Yeah. Uh, Half capacity for the bars. You
Work at a
basically
bar?
yell, yeah, yeah, she's waiting.
No,
Bas-
thank you.
Basically yell at people all night to put their masks on. Well, how can you drink with a mask on?
A straw in the nose. Oh wait, no, they
Straw in
cover
the
the
nose.
nose too.
Either huff, huffing it. I get to laughing at my coworker because she puts her mask on, but she doesn't cover her nose with
They,
it.
they butt chug up there in Michigan.
Oh, but,
That's a thing. Don't laugh.
oh no!
It's a college thing, apparently.
Please tell me it's not what I think it is.
It's exactly what the name is.
Oh Lord! Angry Illinois and I feel better. Just got my haircut. Seems to be a topic today out in the chat. Yeah, it's a good time to get your haircut when it's hot like this. Get cool off.
Well, a lot of the lockdown's ending, so people can go out and get their hair cut now.
Well, I cut my own, so my only excuse is laziness. But to be fair, it's not easy cutting your own hair because you can't see the back of it, and my hair is, and you know this, my hair is so thick that I have to go over it numerous times, or I'll have little tufts of hair sticking up everywhere, and so by the time I get done, my arms are killing me holding them up over my head the whole time. So. Uh, have to have a mask to get to your table, and anytime you go up to pee, you can't walk around. Well, that don't sound like a real fun time. Uh, You should see my. Well, I've seen your boy's hair when it gets out of hand. The oldest one looks like buckwheat when his gets out of hand. Kind of freaking mess. I can't breathe properly in the heat and humidity. Not work to my own size. I hear you, Kyler. Those masks, and it could be psychological in my head. I don't know, but regardless whether it is or not, I cannot breathe in them. They suffocate me. Plus, they make me hotter. I will immediately start sweating after putting the mask on, and I have to wear it at work. Anytime there's a customer in the lobby, uh, I have to wear it. I'm required to. Youngest boy looks like Einstein fingering lights. Yeah, I can see that. I can see Bulldozer looking like Einstein. Little dude's smart like an Einstein. I'll tell you that.
I never got a mask for all this stuff. Of course, I just go to here in the store and back.
I've got 2 or 3. One of them your mom brought home from me for me, and the other 2 I got from work. So, and they just, and I've got a really thin one. One of them I got from work are really thin. It's a black mask. It's pretty thin material, and it just suffocates me. I cannot breathe. Not to mention, they fog my glasses up bad.
I'm too pretty for a mask.
You're too pretty for a man. Kyler says, I have very mild asthma. I haven't had an attack in over a decade, but those dang masks, dang near set it off when it's hot. It does, and it makes me hotter. And it almost gave me a panic attack a couple of times because I'd be working, putting the truck away on like a Friday. And then I get to where, because I'm active, I'm working, I got that mask on, can't breathe, and I start to panic because I can't breathe. You know,
Shouldn't talk to your old man like that.
she's not talking to me, bub.
It's my job.
I look like Montici if my hair gets too long. Yeah, okay.
What is Monchichi?
I don't know.
English atheist.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the mask. I wouldn't wear it if I didn't have to. But I am required to. They actually sent out an email, and I don't. Was it during the stream or while we were playing games in my work called the other day?
We was playing games,
and it was just the assistant manager calling me. He says, Johnny, who's the manager, wanted me to call you and make sure that you signed off on that thing. I said, yes, I signed off on it. I swear they treat us like children over there more and more every day. It was just a thing coming out that said it's a requirement to wear your mask, which we all already knew anyway, and that we're all supposed to monitor our temperature. Excuse me, I'm 60 years old. I'm pretty sure I know when I'm sick or not, or if I'm running a temperature. I'm not going to take my temperature numerous times a day. Not going to do it. You can bite me. They also come out with a new rule that we had to sign off on. That any lunch bags, any purses, keys, cell phones, all got to go in the back office until the shift's over. And then you have to have a fellow employee check your bag before you walk out with it. And if there's not a fellow employee and you're the only one there, which is what's normal, you have to hold it up to the camera and show them that there's nothing from the store in the bag.
people stealing stuff.
Not at our store. We've never had a problem. Evidently, it must be from some store, but we all got to suffer. So they treat us like children. And I told Johnny, I said, screw it. I bring my lunch every day. I'm not putting it in the back office. I'm not putting my cell phone back here because the only reason I even carry a cell phone is so they can get a hold of me about my dad. And if it's in the back office, I won't hear it. So you all can bite me. I'll sign off on it because I have to, but I ain't doing it.
Just get all up in that camera and eat your lunch.
Yeah. And I've always wondered about it, and they're all aware I bring my Mountain Dews from home too, and they also sell Mountain Dews there the same size at work. I'm like, do I need to show this at the camera? Like I brought my own soft drinks
Gotta love corporate.
because I'm too cheap to buy them there. Screw that. Why pay $1 for them when I can bring them from home from a whole lot less? Because I'll tell you a secret: places like that put them in a cooler or whatever. Do you know where they get them? The grocery store.
Hmm.
Then they sell them to you for a big profit.
Have a good one, Kyler.
Yeah, see you, Kyler. Have a good day, man. Uh, it cracks me up. My boss goes to Kroger's or Sam's Club and buys pops to refill our cooler. Just like you can go buy. He doesn't get a discount because we're a business. He pays the same price you do, and comes and sells them for $1 a piece.
Yeah, working at Walmart, I could always tell when a business owner that's what they were doing.
Yeah, yeah. That's what cracks me up. Why do people buy these when they're in here? I get it. You're out. You're convenient. It's hot. You're thirsty. There's a pop. Okay, I buy it. And I've been known to go to the gas station and buy one. If I'm out, and especially if my spastic esophagus, if I have an attack or something, I'll stop and get something. But generally, I've got one with me anyway. I usually don't leave the house without a Mountain Dew in hand.
It's the price of convenience.
Yeah, but it cracks me up. People just don't seem to get it, or they don't care how much more they're paying for that pop that they could have bought just like we did from Kroger's or Walmart or Sam's Club or whatever. Pat says I need to lay off the pop for a bit. I really don't drink that much. Now, J-Kid here, that's a different story, but I try to keep it to one Mountain Dew a day. One Mountain Dew a day. And most days I do a pretty good job. Some days I get a little extra thirsty and I might drink two, but usually it's just one a day. Coffee, on the other hand, now, we ain't gonna talk about that. If I'm awake, yeah, I've got a cup of coffee, like right now.
Faithful says Costco is geared just towards that customer. Most of those bulk stores are like the Costco and the Sam's Club.
Hmm.
That's really their purpose.
Yeah. Uh, Orange vanilla Coke. Ooh, ooh.
Fatty liked it.
Did he?
Hmm.
Vanilla Coke I could see, but orange vanilla Coke?
It kind of has that taste of what are they called? The orange and ice cream popsicles, dreamsicle.
Oh, like a sherbet?
Kind of, I guess.
Ugh. I don't know. Now, regular cream soda? Oh, I'm all about it. I love cream soda. In fact, if I don't drink Mountain Dew, that's what I look for is a cream soda. But it's hard to find anymore. And I'm not talking about the red cream soda, just regular cream soda. Okay, A&W makes a cream soda.
You see, Dr. Pepper has a Dr. Pepper cream soda.
I didn't know that. No.
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
I never tried one. Boo had some.
Imagine if there was a Mountain Dew ice cream. There probably is. I mean, if you can imagine it, somebody's made ice cream out of it or made that flavor. Which reminds me, I still got chocolate ice cream I need to eat up in the freezer. Keep saying that, but we've been playing so much 7 Days to Die. And folks, when we get to playing, it's a marathon. Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I almost didn't care that my internet went out last night because I was ready for a break. I was ready to go to bed, and that just gave me an excuse. But Dr. Pepper and root beer are my least favorite sodas. Oh, I like root beer. Although it doesn't taste the same today as when I was a kid. When you used to be able to go to a root beer stand and get real root beer, which they had to quit making because the ingredients of real root beer were considered a carcinogen and give you cancer. So they had to quit making it out of that, and that it's artificially flavored now. But boy, that real root beer tasted good, real good. Um Used to like Dr. Pepper, but I'd rather have Mountain Dew. Scribe's all about the Dr. Pepper. I can drink it, but I'm not nuts about it. Um, Actually, Lindsay, I prefer Pepsi floats, which my mom always called brown cows. So, uh, sarsaparilla can cause cancer, even though it's grown a lot on the East Coast. Yeah, that's what they say. And
Everything causes cancer.
um, we used to be able to get real sarsaparilla and real root beer. Uh, if you've never had a sarsaparilla soda, that's pretty good. Uh, Coke is too strong, too acidic for my tastes. I know a lot of people like Coke. My grandmother was all about Coke. She was a Coke-aholic, literally. And it was so bad she wasn't supposed to have it in the later part of her years. So what she would do is buy a 2 liter of Coke, pour half of it in an empty 2 liter bottle, and fill both of them up the rest of the way with water. And she would drink that just to get her Coke. Like, ah,
Yep, that's what you brought if you went to see Mammy. You brought her
yeah,
some Coke.
yeah, she did love her Coke, but uh, not not a real big Coke fan personally. It's okay, Fountain. I don't mind it, Fountain, uh, with a lot of ice, but I just prefer Pepsi. And it's probably because Pepsi is sweeter. It is, and I like sweet.
I'll pass on both Coke and Pepsi.
Not a big cola fan.
No, it's too harsh. Like like the bite of the drink is too harsh. If that makes any sense.
Mm. And
And the
actually, my preference is RC cola, which doesn't taste like either of the other two. So
and the filmy residue left over by Coke and Pepsi, I can't stand.
yeah. This is Kyle. Hello. Just got taken down for violating guidelines. What guidelines did he violate? Scribe? Really?
Hey Kyle, that doesn't sound like Scribe.
No.
It's got to be something nitpicky.
Yeah. Yeah, give it a try, Bansma. You might like it. 82 Psychos is RC Cola. Well, there's no accounting for taste, but you're wrong. uh, would you drive a car with a RC Cola? Oh, I get it. Okay.
Ugh, Fago. Ugh.
Yeah.
No, Brad.
Well, it's like those fake Mountain Dews, like,
Yep. Mountain Lightning and
yeah, I can drink them in a pinch if I have to, but it's no Mountain Dew. It's not. He criticized someone woke, no doubt a capital offense. I don't know. I have a hard time seeing Scribe. Yeah, I don't know.
he's one of the nicest ones in that whole
Yeah,
what do you call it, genre, I guess.
yeah. Sorry, I had to get a drink coffee. We have cream soda here. We're making butterbeer from Harry Potter for the oldest daughter's 11th birthday. Okay, yeah, she was talking uh, about that.
She's not the oldest.
Well, no. the oldest there with her.
Holy crap! It's a Corey. Hi, Corey.
Well, hey, Corey, haven't seen you in a while. Um, I imagine you've been a really busy fella because haven't been around the channel much.
You drove him off.
You drove him off? Might
Used to
be.
be a regular.
Yeah, yeah,
Got tired of the redneck.
yeah, probably.
It's okay. After 36 years, I understand.
This Casa's root beer is the best soda. Fight me. Well, I wouldn't say it's the best soda, but I do like it a lot, and my dad likes it a whole lot.
It's awful.
Root beer? Nah.
Yeah.
Depends on what kind you get.
It's terrible.
A&W is not bad, but there's that other kind that comes in the clear glass bottles. What's it called? B something. I can't remember the name of
What,
it.
only comes in like the 6-packs?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
it's really good. Corey says, "Yeah, finding a job out of college. Yeah, well, adulting and hitting adult life. Barks. Yeah, thank you.
No, it's not
Oh
Barks.
no, IBC. Kyle got it.
Yep,
Kyle got it.
IBC.
IBC. Yeah. It adulting and entering the adult world is rough and takes a lot of time. Yeah. So I understand, Corey. That'll keep you busy. Barks isn't bad as far as root beers go, but yeah, no, that IBC is really good. It's about the closest to real root beer out there, but it is kind of expensive as far as soda pops goes. What are my thoughts on Ice House Edge? I think it tastes pretty good. I don't know. I don't know what Ice House Edge is.
I don't either. I don't think we carry it here.
May not be here in this area. Tell me what it is.
All my time at Walmart, I never saw it.
IBC is worth the money, but you know you got to have the money to spend on it. I drink IBC. It uses cane sugar rather than the fructose corn syrup, and then that's probably why it tastes better. Honestly,
If you're gonna go IBC though, it's so much better just to get the cream soda.
well, like I said earlier, I do love a good cream soda. I do like it. I went to the Amish country. I tried their root beer. It was interesting to say the least. Amish country, they probably still use the sarsaparilla root, which you're not supposed to use here.
They're Amish. They didn't get that news.
Yeah. Well, you know, they don't watch TV or listen to radio.
That's right. It's beer,
Um,
apparently. Ice House Edge is beer.
Ice House. Okay, yeah, I've heard of the Ice House brand. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, Byron, so I have no opinion. I can't drink cream soda. Reminds me too much of root beer float, and I hate those. You hate a root beer float, Kyle? Weirdo. Anything with ice cream in it, come on.
I'm not a big fan of ice cream.
Oh, I am. I do like ice cream, and the older I get, the more I seem to like it and want it.
I have to be in a very specific mood to want ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah, I like brown cows better, which I said earlier is what my mom always called a Pepsi float. I like them better than a root beer float, but yeah. There's that not your father's root beer, which they made it alcoholic. Yeah, I've heard
Tastes
of
like
that.
root beer.
Yeah. Mom says I like sherbet, but not ice cream. Sherbet's not bad. Some of it, you know, but when I'm in the mood for ice cream, I want ice cream, not sherbet. If I'm going to eat sherbet, then I'll eat sherbet. It just, you know.
If I go ice cream, it's typically something peanut butter related.
Oh, yeah. Well, my favorite is, and still is, even though I can't eat it, butter pecan. I can't eat it because the pecans in it I can't chew.
thought Rocky Road was your favorite.
No, butter pecan. Ooh, always butter pecan. But my second favorite is chocolate, so that's what I eat all the time now. Just plain. It doesn't have to be nothing fancy. Doesn't have to be that double Dutch chocolate fudge,
Bullshit.
whatever. Just regular chocolate is fine. And I love it. Kyle says, "All right, I'm heading back to work. Have a good one. See you later, Kyle. Have a good day.
You
Have
too,
a good
buddy.
day." Did they have that You Bet chocolate sauce back then? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the You Bet chocolate sauce. You guys are bringing up stuff I guess we don't get here in Indiana. I don't know because I'm
We're
not
very
familiar.
sheltered out here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we are a bunch of rednecks after all.
We're
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Indiana is the most redneck state north of the Mason-Dixon. Trust
we're
me.
we're known for basketball,
Yeah,
tenderloins, and corn
and
and
fast
racing.
cars. Yeah,
Yeah.
racing. And that's your other clue that they're more southern than their northern counterparts because they're all into racing, which originated, at least NASCAR originated down south. Um, be lucky you ain't being chased by an Indy car. I'd probably just, it ain't gonna run over you. You're gonna fall over. Them things are so low slung.
You just step out of the way.
Yeah.
Yep, we do have Culvers.
Yeah, we do. Not
Their
a
butter
lot of them around,
burgers.
but they are here. Yeah.
Butter burgers are pretty good.
I heard a rumor that Culver's were shutting down, but I don't know how true that is.
As far as I know, the one over there, off the highway, is still there.
Yeah. Where there used to be one up past the high school on 10th Street there, as you're heading toward Hendricks County. Uh, I don't know if it's still there or not. Uh, yeah, I know NASCAR didn't come to the Brickyard until late, but trust me, Bansma, growing up here, I tell you, stock car racing was huge and still is huge in Indiana, and we're talking about the local tracks. You can't throw a rock in any direction without hitting a local track. They're just everywhere here.
I mean, plus the Indy 500.
Yeah. So yeah, we are a racing town. I mean, we have a street not too far from where I lived. It's called Gasoline Alley.
And Raceway Road.
Yep, Raceway Road. So, and Gasoline Alley is where a lot of the IndyCar teams base their headquarters along Gasoline Alley. So, yeah. Uh,
I always hated that time of year at a limo company.
for the 500.
500 and the Brickyard.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hated it too. I hated it too. And although it wasn't as bad as when the Super Bowl was here the last time, well,
I wasn't there for that. So
yeah, that was not fun. Um, all I know in Connecticut is that we have the Lime Rock track. Yeah, like I said, you you guys just don't know. You don't know the the redneckness of this state. It's a little different than its other northern counterparts around it. You know, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio. There's it's highly redneck here in Indiana.
well, for me
And
and you, I'm sure they could gather.
yeah, and it should be for you would think when you're wandering around and meeting people and talking to people, you'd think that we were further south than what we are. We are north of the Mason Dixon, but you wouldn't know it. Uh, Best Indy 500. Oh, geez, that's too hard to call. There's been some good ones, and there's been some bad ones.
It's open wheel. Who cares?
But
None of them.
What do we get there? But Gasoline Alley is a cartoon. Well, it's also a street here in Indianapolis. Uh, who's talking? Darn your accents. Yeah, well, not everybody's as thick as mine. And a Hoosier accent's a little different than mine. Mine is a mix of Kentucky and Hoosier. J Kid's is slightly more Hoosier than mine is. Hi, Owen.
I'm the
Mike,
lispy one, which I never knew about myself until I heard myself talk.
all my kids are slightly more Hoosier than I am in speech. Uh,
Until
your
I go south.
yeah.
I go down to family in Kentucky, and my accent flips.
Oh yeah. It
I
doesn't
start,
take long either.
I start
It,
talking like them.
yeah, 5 minutes there, and you're talking like everybody else. And then it takes you a week to get rid of it when you get back to Indiana. uh, I love their accent down home in Kentucky, though. I do.
I went down there for my first honeymoon with the first wife, and it wasn't long before she was asking, "What are you saying? I can't
What?
understand a word."
Yes, Ryan, it did about a half hour ago or so, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Um, uh, let's see. By the way, they're reopening Nashville Super Speedway. Yeah, it's well they should. I mean, NASCAR was always big at Nashville. Um,
I can't even watch racing anymore.
I haven't watched in a long while, and it's not because I have anything against it. I just don't watch TV. You know, I just don't watch TV, and so yeah.
I never
Um,
really was one that could sit down and watch a whole race anyway. I always got bored.
um, about the only time I watch TV anymore is to watch a football game.
Yeah.
Uh, Boomhauer's accent is so thick, but you want to know the funny fact? I can understand every word that Boomhauer says. Every word.
Boomhauer is our cousin,
Yeah, we actually have a cousin that talks and looks just like Boomhauer.
except he's a redhead.
Yeah. Well, blondish red. But, I guess you would call that a strawberry blonde. I don't know.
I'm a male.
Yeah. uh, YouTube has been our main source of entertainment, that and Amazon Prime. If I watch anything, if I'm not playing a game or whatever, I'm watching either YouTube or Netflix, Uh, no, I don't believe Boomhauer was a Texas Ranger. I don't think.
I'm the
I,
same. If I'm by myself, I'm watching YouTube. If I'm with a wife, then I'm watching Netflix or Hulu or one of
yeah,
those.
but it just depends. And I don't even do a lot of that. I'm way behind on Neebs gaming. I've just been on a video game kick, and that's all I want to do is play video games. And so I haven't been watching. I'm way behind on their videos. I need to get caught up.
Owen, we've heard her. We couldn't tell you what she said.
Yeah, I love Vanilla to death, but she knows this because I've told her to her face. I can't understand her half the time.
Yep, I love her too, but my comprehension's not high enough.
Yeah, like, huh? What?
Translate that, please, Alex.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with Alex's accent, but at all. Uh, but hers is, yeah, it's a little thick for me. Another person I have a hard time understanding is the Batman. He shows up in chat here every once in a while, and he's got a really thick one. Um,
Oh, I don't know what made me remember it, but I meant to ask you. Did
Hmm.
you see Tailed Features' little video on uh, Twitter?
Evidently not, because it's not ringing a bell. What was
He
it?
made one of him saying that quarantine wasn't a complete loss, and it's him playing the guitar solo from Hotel California.
He's good.
Yeah, he is good.
He is good. For my birthday a couple of years ago, he asked me what song I wanted, and it was a Black Sabbath song, and I told him, and he made a video of him playing it, and I'm the only person that has it.
With Hotel California is one of my, if not my favorite song of all time,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
him
yeah,
playing it, I was impressed.
yeah. I was. I knew that about you. How could you not? But yeah, Tailed is good. He's very good. Uh, Pretty good on a guitar player and not a bad singer. Uh,
Yeah, he didn't sing; he just played.
yeah, but yeah. Now his Scottish accent can get thick, but if you pay attention, if your mind's not wandering, you can usually pick out what he's saying. Uh,
It's
you
okay,
hate,
Lindsay. You have a right to be wrong.
yeah. I knew there was something going to be said about that. I knew there was something. Uh, but yeah, I just like the Eagles. Period. Uh, like them all.
I'm not a
Worst.
big fan of the Eagles.
I am.
I love that song though.
Worst accent out there. Worst as in what? That's subjective, depending on what you mean. Worst to understand. Indian, like from India or Pakistan. That's
Yeah,
probably the,
the
that's probably the hardest for me to understand personally. Um, uh, yeah, Don Henley's solo stuff wasn't bad either, but I like the Eagles. I like a lot of their stuff.
who's Don Henley?
Don Henley was one of the Eagles.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know names of people with bands I like, so
yeah, uh, yeah. He done. Corey's got it. He done the song "Boys of Summer," "Dirty Laundry."
okay. I know Dirty Laundry.
Yeah. Uh, I like the Allman Brothers. Well, who doesn't like the Allman Brothers? Well, I guess if you don't like Southern rock, you're not going to like Allman Brothers. But well, you would fit right in because I'm a bit of a music geek, and he'll testify to that. So
I can tell you the band, and I'll know most of the lyrics of the songs. I just couldn't tell you the names of the members of the band.
Um, but the Allman Brothers are cool, and the Allman Brothers, even though they are technically Southern rock, I mean they're very Southern rock, but it's Southern rock with a very distinct blues tint to it,
They're
so it's very
sexist.
unique. Uh,
Allman Brothers are sexist.
they're sexist.
Yep,
How's
it's
that?
right there in the name. All man.
Allman Brothers. Oh, CCR, absolutely CCR. Um, Unlike her sisters, is everybody's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yep, I get
uh,
people with that all the time.
I think Mama Minnie's kind of more like me as in the music geekness. A little more so than you are in that she's able to tell you the band and so forth. The name of the band and all that. But Skinnerd, what kind of question is that? Are you asking me if I like Skinnerd, Corey? Of course I like Skinnerd. Skinnerd was a huge part of my teen years.
He's a redneck. What redneck
Yeah,
doesn't like Skinner?
there's not any redneck to do like exactly. Of course. I actually had one of my biggest regrets. I had tickets to see them in concert, and then the plane crashed. And I used to have those tickets stuck away somewhere, but we lost them when we lost a bunch of storage. But yeah, of course, I love Skinnerd. Um, I like all kinds of Southern rock. Skinnerd, Molly Hatchet, who, in my opinion, was probably took over the space that Skinnerd had occupied as far as being top of the genre. When Molly Hatchet came out, they took that over. CCR, if you consider that, I don't really consider Southern CCR Southern rock. They're more they're kind of their own genre, and they do it well. What they do well. CCR is very swampy, if you will. Um, you know, I like Marshall Tucker, the Allman Brothers. Yeah, Elvin Bishop. Uh, you name it. 38 Special, Blackfoot. Love Blackfoot. Uh,
Who's Ryan?
Shorty, The Hobbit.
Oh, his name's Frodo.
Yeah. Who are all these people? Who all the people that are mentioned? They're Southern rock artists. Cryptic. Come on, you call yourself an American? Jeez.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know half the names you mentioned.
Little Feet. Yeah, Little Feet too. Um, yeah. Well, you probably wouldn't because you didn't grow up in that era, and as far as I know, you're not a huge Southern rock fan. I mean, I know you like some of it, but
I like Skinner.
yeah.
I like CCR.
Uh, yeah, Black Betty. Yeah, that was by Ram Jam. And if you've not ever seen the official Ram Jam video on that, it's hilarious. Watch it. It's just them, and the guy looks really goofy. The lead in Ram Jam, but they're just playing in the backyard, like having a picnic. It's hilarious, and the quality is so low. It's like somebody. It's the official video, and it's like somebody recorded it on their cell phone, even though they didn't have cell phones back then. The General Lee, I like the General Lee. Couldn't stand the show.
Dukes
Was
of Hazard.
never a fan of the Dukes of Hazard, although Daisy Duke, of course, every red-blooded American teen was all about Daisy Duke back then. My brother-in-law, however, is all about the Dukes of Hazard. I just found it a little too stupid
The movie was awful too.
uh, to suit my taste. Now, I get it. You've got to suspend belief to watch TV and uh, movies and stuff. But there wasn't an episode that goes by where the General Lee didn't make a jump, and you could clearly see that it bent the wheels and the fenders when it hit the other side of the jump. But the next scene, it was clean as a whistle. No. Sean D.W. says Nazareth. Yes, love Nazareth. Even though I've never understood why they were technically called Southern Rock. They're actually English. Nazareth are. But yeah, and especially the Hair of the Dog album. Man, there was a lot of classic hits that come off that album. Uh, Love Hurts. Yeah. The song Hair of the Dog. Now you're messing with a son of a. Mm-hmm. That one. Yeah, Scottish. You're right. They are Scottish. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely correct. Thank you for correcting me. You are correct. They are Scottish. But somehow they always got labeled as being Southern rock. I never quite understood that. They even toured with a lot of Southern rock bands back in the day.
Hey
Uh,
sis, didn't see you come in.
yeah. But there's like Miss Misery, Whiskey Drinking Woman, Please Don't Judas Me. Oh, yeah. Great songs, all of them.
I know
I
the
don't.
songs. I couldn't have told you that it was Nazareth.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad song on the Hair of the Dog album. I really don't. It's just an awesome album, and they were never able to quite recapture that after. And they did have a hit or two afterwards, and they even had one all the way into the '80s. Can't remember the name of it, but they had a hit. Uh,
Oh, I wouldn't know. 80s was terrible.
yeah. Well, there was a few bright spots in '80s, but overall, '80s was terrible for music. I mean, you had bands like Van Halen uh, that were still putting out good music in the '80s, and a few bright spots like that. But where would you classify the band in music genre? Folk rock, probably more than anything else. Hey, I love '80s. Well, music is subjective, and you like what you like, and everybody has their own taste. But
I, I'm starting to think Lindsay and I can't be friends anymore.
yeah,
Hates Hotel California, loves the 80s music.
well, yeah, of course there was Metallica. I said there were a few bright spots. We're talking overall in the '80s. It was, yeah,
Well, Beth, I was born in the 80s too, and I don't like 80s music.
I wasn't. I was in
Give,
my 20s in the '80s.
give me 90s music. 90s, early 2000s.
Uh, there are a few bright spots, but overall, wasn't impressed with a lot of the '80s music. It was all way overproduced, too electronic. You know, um, of course there were some bright spots. You're not listening to me, Lindsay. Do I need to smack you? You're not listening to me.
Oh my God.
Is
Yep.
Kiss?
I don't feel so bad about not meeting Frodo yet.
Brad, thank you. You said it. You said what I was trying to. '80s rock is good, but not most of the '80s music. There you go. Thank you. Why do you want me to bite you, angry Illinoisan? What did I do?
He can't. He don't have any teeth.
No, I don't. Yeah, don't like synth pop. Synth pop. That's where we. Yeah. Um, Ryan's favorite band is Kiss. I never was a Kiss fan, and here's why. And I got to understand. The Kiss came out in the mid '70s.
They
Kiss did.
suck. That's why.
When it came out, I was an older teenager, and they were considered teeny bopper music. In other words, the 12 and 13-year-old bands. That's who was into it. And then the 12 and 13-year-olds were into Kiss when they come out. And so that was the little kids music to us. And so I never, now they've got a couple of good songs, but yeah, never was a fan.
Devo's
Now,
fantastic.
Devo's awesome and the Cars are awesome, but that's new wave. New wave is different. I like the Knack. I like, yeah. Uh, what was that song? Sweet Dreams. I like that. Uh, but Devo's awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't give Devo their due or give them a good listen to in some of their deeper cuts, you know, because all they hear is a couple of the hits and they're like, it's not me. If if the only thing you were ever exposed to was their first hit, uh, Homo Jocko, or Jocko Homo. Are we not man? We are Devo. Well, you probably would never listen to another Devo song ever again. uh, Supertramp, yeah, they were good, but they come out in the '70s. AC/DC, I like both iterations of AC/DC, both with Bon Scott and after. Uh, yeah, I'm a big AC/DC fan, as Mama Minnie knows.
I'm a pop punk kid. And Blink's my favorite band. I love Green Day. Like that genre is my stuff. Sounds like somebody screaming in the background.
Uh, Pat says, I was actually going over songs I used to listen to back in the 80s and 90s and was talking about how I didn't realize most of those songs were about, of course they were. 70s and early 80s, that's all there were. There's not an AC/DC song around, I don't think, that's not about sex. And it's sometimes overtly and sometimes kind of subliminal, but there's just not. And I'm a huge Ted Nugent fan. He often talked about sex in his songs. I mean, he had a song called Wang Dang Sweet Poontang. That was a pretty big hit. Uh, Black Crows, 90s band that sounded like the 70s. Loved them. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I'm giving my druthers, we're going to go deep into the 70s, uh, because that was my teen years. That's what I was more or less raised on.
That's usually how it plays out, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like people defer just back to their teenage years for their music.
yeah. Um,
Of
Faithless
course,
had to laugh when at a church dance they played "Shook Me All Night Long." That's all that song is about, is having sex. Yeah, it's a little out of place at a church dance, I would think.
I mean, depends on the church. Were they
I
Catholic?
guess. I don't know. I don't know. it Yeah, a lot of the old classic rock. Of course, they weren't always as in your face about it as AC/DC were in some of their songs. Mormon, huh? Well, they do tend to have a lot of kids, so. uh, but they weren't all as in your face, but it was there. You had to understand the language of the time to get it. But yeah, a lot of them were about sex, and what wasn't about sex was about drugs. So uh, yeah, I'm with her on most of what she listened to. Not that. uh, but yeah, and I do. I won't admit it. And ACDC gets a kick that, well, it's just the same song over and over. Yeah, they had a sound. You knew an ACDC song when you heard it. And they never claimed to be anything deep or anything like that. It's just plain old, dirty garage rock and roll. That's all they ever claimed to be, and that's all they ever were. And there's a place for that. Uh, Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, that term was coined in the 70s. So Tech None. I thought it was Tech Nine.
it is Tech Nine.
Yeah, Thunderstruck's a good song. Back in Black, Shoot the Thrill. Um, it is. I'm driving.
Well, quit texting and driving.
Yeah. You want me to smack you? Because I'm not opposed to it.
I like Sublime Sith. I'm a fan.
And I like newer bands than the 70s. Some of them that I picked up off of my kids, and they'd introduced me to it. Hey, Dad, you got to listen to this kind of thing. Yeah. It was always funny in my house. I've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. And this literally happened. Mama Minnie came in, asked if she could borrow my Disturbed CD, and I said sure. It's over there, and her girlfriends were there with her. And your dad listens to Disturbed, and she's like, yeah, doesn't everybody's? No. Thank you, just another bloke, for the donation. Hey, you fellow old git. How you doing, man? Uh, I'm old. That's for sure. No use denying it now. I'm 60. That even sounds old. It just has an old sound to it. 60. Um, I was at a stoplight. I won't even answer my phone if I'm driving, let alone text. Um, but yeah, no. Hey, mom, man, I'm thinking about calling that place that you always got your car work done at, because they seem to do good work. See how much they'll charge me to fix my car, because I've come to the conclusion I just can't do it myself. And according to your mom, I don't quite believe her. According to your mom, we got it covered to pay for somebody to do it with what I have, and she says what I can't pay for, she'll pay for, which wondering why she's being so nice to me there. Yeah, uh, hopefully get my truck back on the road. I hope, if they're reasonable enough. Um,
Sorry, I keep having to mute. The youngest is having a fit.
yeah, I heard her over there screaming. I heard her. I don't mind. But I'll be too old on Monday. Yet another decade gone. Oh, how old? Oh, just another bloke. How old? Uh, Jerry is his name, huh? Well, your mom just had her engine light come on, and she brought it there and just had it. And she had a flat tire and got her oil changed and stuff. She took it over. She's been taking it
Oh,
over there lately. And
imagine that. She had a flat tire.
yeah,
She is the
and
worst at flat tires.
I'm telling you what, I'm telling you, if there's a nail anywhere in the vicinity, she's going to find it. But yeah, he gave her a discount. Uh, Ask your grandkids. Yeah. Well, according to my grandkids, I'm impossibly old. They just can't conceive of 60. That's beyond their understanding.
He's so old he forgot, so you have to ask the grandkids.
Hot Rod Lincoln, of course I know that song.
I
Oh,
know
my
that song.
Hot Rod Lincoln. Yeah, absolutely. I know that song. That
Too
was
many to
back.
count, RJ.
Uh, back in the days of songs like Highway 101 and Beep Beep. And yeah, of course I know Hot Rod Lincoln. It's technically considered in my brain. I had it right there, and there it went. Um, uh, Rockabilly. Yeah, rockabilly. But yeah, and when she took it there, she had one going down so fast she barely got there. She aired it up before she left the house, and it barely got her there, and it's not far. But it wasn't the only tire with a nail in it, so she got there.
Rockabilly, that's Stray Cats, right?
Like Stray Cats, yeah. Like Stray Cats, yeah. Stray Cats is definitely rockabilly. Although
Well,
they were kind of out of time. They were rockabilly in the 70s, which really wasn't a thing at that time. But they did reopen an interest in it.
I can get
And
down to some Stray Cats.
yeah, I was going to say, and you like some Stray Cats.
Hmm.
And I do too. Uh, Look at that Cadillac. Yeah. Gene and Eddie. She's 16.
Stray Cat Strut.
Yeah. Uh, Big Country. Yeah, I remember them. Uh, but
I have no idea who Big Country is.
I remember. I'm not. I couldn't tell you anything they did, but I do remember the name. Don't say stray cat; he'll get hungry. Oh, good one, Ryan. Good one. Good one. Good one. Uh, but yeah, I do like some rockabilly. I really do. Uh, yeah. She's having a fit.
Yeah, I'm so over it.
But yeah, let's see how much time we got left. All about 25 minutes. The
It
biggest
wouldn't be
country.
so bad if my room was such an echo chamber.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier I had my neighbors over here throwing another fiesta, so I got to listen to their music and pinata smashing. Now, now I got to deal with this. It's just like every little sound just echoes through my room.
Yeah, no, Bansman, that's not his. That's his niece. It's my granddaughter, but it's not his. It's his sister's kid. Uh, and Mama Manny says, "What are you all doing to my niece over there?" I don't think Alex needs a reason to pitch a fit anymore, from what I've been hearing. So, and she is in the terrible twos. So, uh, well, this is one of those rare occasions where I'm going to have to do a double stream during the stream. So I don't know, dead air or not, I got to go. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, just leave me to carry it with the kids screaming in the background. Y'all have to deal with it now. Sorry. I'm not just going to leave it dead air. Or try not to, anyway. I'm not really much of a talker. That's why I don't do my own streams and content. I don't typically listen to myself talk, let alone subject other people to it. Even in our gaming sessions, I'm the quiet one. Delahaze, I know you're not talking about somebody making content, buddy. I saw that monkey in the morning song. You think Blood is much of a talker? He talks a lot. I don't know if he's a talker. I don't know what you classify as a talker, but he talks a lot. It's getting to shut up, the hard part. Bluegrass, I like a little bluegrass. I wouldn't say I love it. I like a little bit of it. Oh, I know. Spent a week with me and she and the other one were trading turns and crying. I believe it. Seems like that's all Alex does. My Alex, not my niece, not my brother. That's why I don't live stream during a gang. I'm super quiet because I'm focused while gaming. It's not even really that for me. I just don't really. I never have been much of a talker.
Sorry
I
about that.
I take seriously the speak when spoken to, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm quiet but deadly.
Quiet but deadly.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, sorry about that. That's one of the things about getting older I hate is the frequent urination. Uh, and when it hits, I can't wait. I've got to go right now. I hate it. I
You're
hate
right.
that.
I think
It's
I
just
kept it going.
yeah. Well, even
Nobody
if we did,
left.
yeah,
So
they're still hanging around. So yeah, it must not have been too bad. Uh, Delahaye has never said I made good content. Well, I don't know that I make good content. So hey, um, so yeah, yeah. When we're gaming, generally, J Kid and I keep the talk to games, to whatever we're doing at the time. Uh,
and really that's the only time we talk.
yeah. Got a little salty yesterday because we were trying to do something and the talk had went off to something else. We were all in a Discord. We were playing Seven Days to Die, and I was trying to communicate something to J Kid, and I can't type as fast as he does. I'm afraid to take my hands off the keyboard controller, especially in 7 Days to Die. Hey, stop! I gotta say something. But yeah, generally when it's just he and I, we keep the talk to whatever relates to the game. Your
Yeah,
Star Trek is the boss, man. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it.
I just don't talk much. I never really have.
Uh,
I talk more in like text chats than I do in real life.
yeah, yeah. Cynical. I've done a few game streams, and that's happened to me. Is I get focused on what I'm doing in the game, and then I forget to talk. It's that I don't talk. It's that I forget to talk. I mean, I literally do. I get so focused on whatever I'm doing and what's going on that I forget to talk. And if you're streaming and you're not talking, that's dead air. That's not good. um,
Well, there's a certain difficultness to doing game streams too, because how much can you really talk about what you're doing?
yeah. Well, that's why when I was doing the game streams, which was mostly uh, Bioshock, I would just make cutesy little comments to whoever I was shooting or whoever I was talking to or whatever, kind of a la Neebs Gaming or whatever. Not that I'm comparable to that, but that kind of thing.
No, they're funny.
Yeah. Well, I wished I had their talent
Ba-doom-tsh.
and their equipment and their editors. Because, in my opinion, they have some of the best editors out there. I will. Would I? Would I? Which? I got the reference, Ryan. I will try, Ryan. I will try.
Ryan's
It's
weekly pitch.
I. It's just that I've been working Sundays, and even if I only work a few hours, I come home so tired I don't feel like doing anything. So if I can get a Sunday that I'm not working, and I don't know if I work this Sunday or not because I haven't seen the schedule past Saturday, um, but I'll try. I will try. Um, yeah. Yeah, Bansma, you don't even know. Some of them that play 7 Days to Die with us, once they get going, J Kid and I can't get a word in edgewise anywhere.
Mickey.
And
Shut up, Mickey.
favorite game to stream? I don't know. I haven't streamed that many.
You only
Any of
streamed
them.
one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I used to be on the Arch streams and the 7 Days to Die streams with Monkey and Satsu, but yeah. Depends. I like doing all of them for different reasons. Um, hey, I've got to throw in the "Would you kindly" quote all the time. Yeah, I got you. I understood it. I got
I do the
it.
same thing.
Yeah. Uh, just don't let monkey near you with a rifle. No, that's J Kid. I will tell you a little something. We were playing the other night. I think this was night before last. This happened,
hmm
and it was almost nighttime. The sun had already, well, it was already nighttime. Sun had already went down. I was still away from base, so I'm making a mad dash for base before the runners get out. And next thing I know is I hear a rifle crack and I'm dead. And then J Kid laughing. He didn't know it would kill me because we're supposed to have friendly fire off. What had happened, I'm not sure what happened. How come I wasn't?
We hadn't become friends yet in the game.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
not only was I laughing, I was laugh crying.
Yeah. So if you look at the stats, like you can if you press I, you look at the stats. J Kid is the only one with a player kill, and it's me.
Because of course it is.
Yeah. But no, not with Monkey. Monkey, you don't want to give him a rocket launcher or anything explosive. Do not hand that. Don't play Ark or 7 Days to Die with that man and hand him a rocket launcher. That's just asking for it. But, yeah, don't hand him anything explosive. Yeah, Monkey likes to build. I like to build too, but Alex is our dedicated builder.
Yeah, when just me and Bloodwing play, he's the builder.
Yeah, I'm the in this iteration. I'm the go to the trader guy and the uh, uh, make weapons and ammo guy, and in between I go out hunting and because see that, and that's the thing. That's the kick. That's the reason I had to come up out of that basement the other day yesterday for a while because it used to be you could make some pretty good XP off of crafting and making stuff and just hanging around the workbench and the forges. Not anymore. Not anymore. And so if you want to get some good XP, you've got to go out and kill stuff now and again. Which aggravates me. They need to bring that back. Why they buffed that or nerfed it, I don't know. Why they nerfed the XP off of crafting, I have no idea, but they
I,
did.
I still get XP from crafting.
Yeah, but not like you used to.
Oh, I don't
Nowhere
remember.
near like you used to. They nerfed it big time. You used to just be able to hang out in the area while people were crafting stuff and just watch the XP tick off.
Oh, like the shared XP.
Yeah, and you can't do that no more. Uh, and that aggravates me. So if you play 7 Days to Die, you know what I'm talking about, and you're one of the crafters. You've got to come up out of the crafting area every once in a while, go out and kill stuff, or you're just not going to level. It's not going to happen. And I started out behind these guys anyway. They had a whole in-game week in ahead of on me before I even joined. So, uh, but I'm catching up. I'm getting there.
If
That
you had
last,
me in your paw race, I might act like Dale Sr. or Kyle Busch. What, hit the wall?
well, or maybe she's talking about their dirty racing tactics. I know a lot of people like Dale Sr., but he was a dirty racer, and so was Kyle Busch. Uh, but now this horde night that we're going to be doing later today, I'll probably get some XP on that. And I got like 9 levels, I think, off the last horde night. And probably won't get as, I don't know, depends. Because that last horde night was a little more intense than what I expected it to be for just being the second one.
Yeah,
We
we
had,
haven't really been dying all that much either, which will make it tougher.
yeah, um, we we had a lot of glowing ones, a lot of them. I need to find out if I can make the exploding crossbow bolts, but I got to find out what it takes and see if I can't make up at least a few of them before Horde Night, because those were good. You don't want to use them at the start of the Horde because it does destroy the spikes, but if they breach the spikes, then it's on. Boom. But yeah, we've been having fun doing that, even though they are marathon events. I don't know when that bunch ever sleeps. I know I'm old, and I need my sleep more than the rest of you, but even though I probably don't sleep as much as the rest of you, uh, but I don't know when they ever sleep.
I'm used to it. When Fatty and I would game, that's how it was. It was marathons.
Yeah. Yeah, like playing next to him in Borderlands, stop hitting me, I'm looting. You talking about your brother? Yeah. Well, he's used to that because I loot everything. I've got to look and see. He knows that. And he plays like that when he plays with me. If he's not like that when he's away from me, I don't know. I've got to look at everything, see everything. Don't want to miss any loot or anything.
I'm just a troll.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Now, Fatty, on the other hand, and Mama Minnie's ex-husband, just I don't think they looted anything. Just keep forging ahead as fast as possible. Hold
Well,
on a minute.
Fatty would. He just didn't go as in depth as we did.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. There's loot over here. Dang it. Just don't loot a dragon. Don't,
I don't know. RJ confuses me sometimes.
yeah, there's no dragon in 7 Days to Die. There is in Skyrim, which I've been playing lately, and you can and should loot them, but yeah, Call of Duty's running around knife and everything. No, he just likes to really troll in Call of Duty. And he's
Both.
never trolled anybody as hard as he's trolled me in Call of Duty.
That was hilarious.
What, on the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've told the story here before. And it still makes me laugh. We had some good times back then. I had some good times with Fraley. The time Fraley and I had the next Mexican standoff knife fight was just hilarious.
Both of you whiffing.
I was laughing so hard that I was crying, and so was he. So both of us swinging knives at each other, and neither one of us connected. We're just going in circles, swinging our knives. Oh, good times, good times. Yeah, if you're not a gamer, you don't know what you're missing. There's good times to be had, especially. And if you are a gamer and you got kids, game with your kids, people. Game with them. It's fun. Set down the ground rules.
Are you in for 7 days tonight?
Yeah, he's already told me he was playing tonight when he texted me to let me, or tweeted me and let me know that he wasn't going to be on the stream. But he said we are playing later. I don't know what that.
He just asked in the Discord. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I don't know what time that means. I would like enough time to grab me something to eat after the stream before we. But because I'm getting hungry, my bowl of cereal I had for breakfast is wearing off. But that was about 6 o'clock this morning. So
what kind of cereal?
Life.
Oh, okay. Cinnamon?
No, it was just a regular.
Oh, boo.
I like the regular. I like cinnamon too, but your mom buys me the regular and her the cinnamon so that we know the difference. Heaven forbid we both eat out of the same box.
Yeah. End of the world.
Yeah. But
is that still your favorite cereal? Life?
Life? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I love Life cereal. I just really like it. And I like other cereals too. I like mini wheats. I like raisin bran. I like plain old frosted flakes. But
She does need a life, T.
like she needs it. Yeah. Well, even more so lately because milk gives her the poops because of the medication she's on for diverticulitis. But she still does it and still puts it in her coffee, and then she has to go stay in the bathroom room.
I can't really eat my favorite cereal anymore.
Which kind is that?
Peanut butter crunch.
Ah, I've got some cinnamon toast crunch up on the refrigerator. It's probably stale. It's left over from when the grandkids were here.
Peanut butter crunch is just too hard. My teeth are too bad. Can't really eat it.
Yeah, but I enjoy a bowl of cereal once in a while. Just a plain old bowl of cereal. It's good. And
Eating buttermilk ranch pretzel bites.
well, ranch is good. Pretzels are good. Together, they're probably good.
I'm having a hard time picturing buttermilk and ranch going well together.
Well, they make a buttermilk ranch.
Do they?
Oh yeah, several companies make it. It's good. It is good. But yeah, life's still the my cereal of choice. And they make a
So,
couple of different flavors of it now too. There's like a strawberry, and there's a vanilla.
tell
Which
you the biggest disappointing cereal that I was super excited for
uh,
was Nutter Butter.
yeah,
I love Nutter Butters, but their
yeah,
cereal is terrible.
yeah,
Tastes like cardboard.
huh? Yeah, the cookies are good though.
I love them.
Uh,
Like anything peanut butter, I love.
yeah, they still make Apple Jacks, as far as I know. They still make them. I haven't ate them in
Raisin,
years, but
Raisin Bran and Frosted Mini Spooners. So Cannibalistic just likes the bland cereals,
I like Raisin Bran.
the boring ones.
I like
Raisins are disgusting.
no, they're not. They're good.
Yes, they are. They're only good in Star Crunches.
Which I don't have any Star Crunches, but I do got the Nutty Buddies up on the refrigerator.
I can't eat Star Crunches anymore either.
I can the Nutty Buddies though. You can crunch them up pretty easy without teeth.
hmm
Anyway, we are at the end of it, and it's at this point that I thank everybody for coming out and sharing a part of your day with us because I know you don't have to. There's lots of other things you can do besides doing that, but I'm glad you came shared it with us.
Yeah, thanks,
Um,
guys.
yeah. Um, Thank you for those that were able to go a step further and make donations. Appreciate it. It'll go toward my fix my truck fund is what it'll go toward. Um, my dad, who is pre-boomer, eats plain old Cheerios. Cheerios can be okay, and they're not bad to munch on just straight out the box as a snack.
Yeah, if you're two.
But anyway, thank you guys. Thanks, son, for coming in and giving me somebody to bounce off of.
Yep, no problem.
And I can't tell you when the next stream will be because I have not seen next week's schedule. Um, uh, because I've been off all week, so I won't be streaming Saturday because I do have to work Saturday evening, afternoon, evening. But I'm not sure, so just you'll have to just keep an eye out for the next one. Hopefully Tuesday, but I'm just not for sure. I haven't seen the schedule, so I'm told that I get an extra day. Whoopee whoopee! I get the whole 3 days to work next week, but I don't know
Ooh.
when they are. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming out and hanging out with us. But until next time, get out of my yard.
Bye, guys.